2023 at PICRC was another successful year. With international travel back to normal, we welcomed research teams from Australia, Hong Kong, Japan, the UK, and the United States to conduct research on Palau's unique coral ecosystems and other marine species and provide training opportunities to staff, and our staff traveled overseas for conferences, workshops, and professional development opportunities. The research department published 11 technical reports, were authors on 5 scientific papers, and continue to engage in a wide range of research from nearshore environments to the Palau National Marine Sanctuary. In May, a group spent a week in the Palau National Marine Sanctuary where they collected water samples for a DNA analysis. This work will help to establish a baseline understanding of what lives within the sanctuary. A preliminary technical report looking at the same research conducted in November 2021 was published, which found a total of 389 marine species in the areas sampled across Palau's ocean. A world expert in tuna reproductive biology conducted a week-long training program at PICRC to help the researchers process tuna gonad samples that are collected in partnership with Palau Offshore Fisheries Incorporated. This will allow the researchers to assess the extent that tuna are spawning in the PNMS. A study that was conducted in collaboration with the National Geographic Society in 2021 was published in a scientific journal confirming the presence of a Pacific slipper shark in Palau's EEZ. And a socio-economic survey, which aims to assess the knowledge and values of the Palau National Marine Sanctuary to the residents of Palau, has been ongoing throughout the year with the goal of surveying 1,400 households across the 16 states. Closer to shore, the researchers continued their monitoring on Palau's Protected Areas Network, publishing a number of reports on the different MPAs and providing recommendations for how these areas could be improved. A fish stock report, which presented the data collected in 2021 from 94 sites around Palau, in which commercially important reef fish stock appeared to be recovering over time, but biomass is still low at many sites. And a study that looked specifically at Mamlan Ramaduk recommended that the fisheries for both species remain closed until stocks recover. To provide recommendations for the core Southern Lagoon Coastal Fisheries Management Plan, work has been ongoing on fish stocks in coral waters. PICRC researchers have visited the JR5 fish market every morning since February of 2023 to record the species and length of the fish being caught. At the same time, the researchers are conducting interviews with fishers to collect information on fishing methods, habitat types, and effort. Aggregation surveys on the long-nosed emperor fish have also been ongoing. 2 further reports looked directly at the health of Palau's corals. One looked at the bleaching events in November 2020 and determined that branching corals were the most affected. The other presented the result of 19 years of monitoring of Palau's reef and showed a steady recovery from typhoons. The PICRC JICA Coastal Monitoring Project continued into its second year. This year saw the completion of mangrove surveys and ongoing sedimentation monitoring. Monitoring protocols and guidelines are in progress. The project has also supported the development of an ecotourism initiative in Niwal State with an MOU signed and 3 weeks of training sessions being carried out in November. The Palau National Marine Sanctuary Science and Monitoring Strategy for 2024 to 2034 was released, which outlines the plan for the next 10 years of work in the PNMS, from establishing a baseline of the animals that pass through the sanctuary to understanding the benefits of the PNMS to the residents of Palau. To celebrate the anniversary of the Palau National Marine Sanctuary at the end of October, PICRC ran a film challenge for students and hosted a film festival. The festival, which was attended by over 200 people, showcased the 17 films submitted. 1,206 students submitted artwork for the 2024 Arts and Tides Calendar Contest, which has the theme Life Beyond the Reef. The Outreach Department launched 2 new intercession break programs, the week-long Ocean Explorers program for grades 6 and 7, and the 3-day Educators in Science program, a professional development workshop for science teachers. The annual 3-day carnival held in January of 2023 was attended by over 500 students from 12 different schools and had activities on coral bleaching, the importance of coral reefs, mangroves, and plankton research. In June, PICRC also held a 1-day carnival in celebration of World Oceans Day and attended the World Oceans Day night market with a booth on Palau's coastal ecosystems. A quarterly e-newsletter, the Royal A, was launched to keep stakeholders up to date throughout the year with the research and outreach activities. A pilot coral restoration project in Gerard is ongoing. Initial research indicates that the coral is growing, and the aquarium team has been working closely with the state rangers and the governor, as well as a coral restoration organization, MARS, to expand the project. The aquarium team has also started clam aquaculture with the aim of expanding this for conservation and food security. The Deep Ocean Exhibition and the Invasive Species Exhibition in the Palau Aquarium opened, and signs and labels around the aquariums have been frequently updated. PICRC hosted several interns this year from Palau High School, Palau Community College, and international universities. The research building was named after former CEO Dr. Yimnang Golbu, who concluded his time at PICRC in April of this year. A number of visiting researchers were hosted by PICRC and used PICRC's facilities and boats to conduct research. The conference rooms were also frequently rented out for meetings, trainings, and lectures. Repair and maintenance for the buildings, boats, and equipments are continuous to keep them well maintained and to allow the research and outreach activities to run smoothly. Thank you to all our partners, stakeholders, and everyone who donated to PICRC for ensuring that 2023 was another successful year.